But yeah, let's move on. Main event. It was good.
The punker and the freaking, and it was good.
It was good. First thing, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, the ring jacket that CM Punk used at Raw Netflix was not the same one at the All Out Brawl Out. Okay? This wasn't the one that he wore when he choked out Jack Barry. Elwood, who said you can get up?
God damn it, Elwood.
God damn it. Elwood, go. This is who you hire.
I still feel good about it.
Can you buy some WD-40 for him? Because that's not the door, that's his knee joints.
Community service. I'm continuing my humanitarian arc.
It's 2025. Become the villain again. Fuck's sake. Anyway. The devil's right here. Obviously not humanitarian of the year. You're right up there with Vince McMahon now.
Fuck.
Remember that.
Thanks.
Don't shit on people. But yeah, I saw a lot of people gripe about it. Obviously, it's not the same one. This was actually, if you go back and look, this is the one he actually wore for the MJF match, the dog collar match, when he came out with the AFI music.
Right.
So
You wore
put that shit to rest.
You wore it in Ring of Honor too.
Not that particular jacket. He had to get it
one just like that.
Yeah, one just like that. There was basically an homage to it in AEW, and then so on and so forth. Big match feel. Build up to it. Phenomenal. To me, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, this felt as good as the build up between Triple H and Undertaker Hell in a Cell WrestleMania 28.
Damn.
I'm not saying it's Rock Austin WrestleMania 17, but the jabs and how personal shit got, this felt great. The build up felt great. The match was good.
Good.
Borderline great.
Yes.
Couple of fuck ups here and there. But again, this is kind of what we were talking about before. If you think about it, this is like Punk's fourth opponent.
Yeah.
Since coming back to WWE.
He's had like 2 matches last year.
In the last year, yeah. Well, obviously he had the injury he was recuperating. So he didn't really get cleared until like September. But they're using him how they need to use him. They don't need to use him every Monday night on Raw. Use him as a special attraction.
No, I got you.
Punk draws money.
I'm good with
that. Good,
that.
bad, or indifferent. Obviously his work with Drew McIntyre. All 3 matches were fucking amazing.
Yes.
Loved every fucking one from SummerSlam all the way to Bad Blood.
Yep.
Even then, those weren't perfect. Those were great. This match really felt chapter 1 of a story that's going to be told throughout this year. Definitely. This year is going to be the year of Seth and Punk.
I agree.
Bar none. The callbacks in the matches where he's worked John over in AEW, the callbacks where he's worked Roman.
Fun fact,
way back,
this match was produced by Abyss.
This is true. And
Chris Park is a great producer.
He's a great human being. Except for his fantasy football. It's fucking dog water. But Chris Parks, Abyss, I met him way back when I was like 13 when he was working TNA full time and I was there on the weekends. Great human being. He is very a selfless person, and I just love how he was able to transition smoothly from being an active member to backstage producer, from company to company. I love everything about it. But this match was good, dude. Really no flaws.
It was good plus.
Borderline great.
Borderline.
But it wasn't quite there. There was a couple things they could have done. And I'm not saying go get gigged. I'm not saying draw fucking color. It just felt
like it's going to get better.
It is. And they kind of put a limiter on it because it was just...
What's up, Levi?
One-on-one. Not a no disqualification, not a special gimmick match, nothing like that. It was just one-on-one. Because they kind of had to limit what they could do to each other, even though they were very lenient on the fucking rules. I mean, I love the fact that Seth got into the referee's face and said, "Let it shit ride. Let that shit," and he made it very vocal on the fucking camera. Let that shit ride. You know, it was one of those, you know, this is personal to me. I need to get this shit dealt with. Fighting in the crowd, that was fucking good. No wasted motion there. But you can tell when Punk got gassed. Punk, they kind of slowed it down some, so to speak. More stall tactics, more Seth playing to the crowd, playing to the referee. Did somebody have an issue spamming the finish button with the fucking GTS? I counted 5.
Yeah.
That's both Seth and Punk. Punk hit 4. Actually, no, 6. Seth hit 2 of them. Now, the attempts for the fucking GTS, this should have just been a fucking first person hit at GTS wins.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like they kind of watered down what the GTS is supposed to be, because when that first got debuted in WWE, it was fucking devastating. I've taken a few. They suck quite a bit. I love how it was personal enough for Seth to try to beat him with his own move. I love how Punk said, "You know what? Fuck it. You're using my finish. I'm gonna try
Attempt to use yours.
I'm gonna try to fucking hit the curb stomp, and I'll give him a B for effort. It wasn't as good as it could have been. I've seen him hit better ones on Jon Moxley in AEW. So yeah, I really have no complaints to this. I look forward to where this is going. And you know, we talked about it on WIW with the fantasy booking. Either Punk or Seth win in the Rumble, and whoever didn't win the Rumble win the Elimination Chamber, win the title, and go to WrestleMania. Them two feud night 1. Where do you go from there? And that obviously that's a story for another time. We're not going to get into that right now. But overall, given it was 4 matches, 3 good, 1 so-so. This was a good solid 7.
Yeah.
My complaints obviously is too much focus on other contracted members and crowd and then a skybox. The shit with Cody being in the crowd and then having to run all the way backstage to do a fucking legit intro. That felt hokey as fuck. I don't know about you on your feed, but I had a couple of things on my feed of where it wasn't glitching or lagging or anything like that. But you can tell that whoever was playing with the camera buttons that night were not on their fucking A game. And another thing that irked the fuck out of me is when they were doing the constant fucking ads. And they would come back and they would go into a sponsor. And it'd just be the regular music and the regular lights. But like 10 seconds before they get done, you know, promoting their shit, it goes right back to superstar entrance. Like just random music into their music, into the lights. And like, why?
Yeah.
Why not just go ahead and have, you know, their shit coming back from commercial already playing? Let it play through the fucking commercial. Let them fucking, you know, cut a promo or something in between. Hype up their shit and then go into it from there.
Oh shit, Henry.
Ah, fuck. I'll tell you one thing I did enjoy though, and it's something they started here. The drone camera.
Yes.
I love that shit.
The drone cameras are dope. And I'm loving the drone designs in the sky that they're doing. I think China started that because they had that dragon come out and everything. But
they attempted it at one of the Saudi Arabia shows in the last year or so. It didn't work out too well. More likely because of the heat of how Saudi Arabia is. But I can see them start doing that for big fours or like big deal shows.
Yeah, no, I dug it. My biggest complaint were the fucking commercial breaks. Holy shit. I posted this on one of the social medias and people tried to argue with me. I don't give a fuck what you say. There were more commercial breaks on Raw Netflix than there were on Raw USA. And there might be one less ad to say, oh, we had less commercial time. No. That doesn't fucking matter with me. No. Add a commercial and take a breakout.
Your boy did the math.
Yeah.
Your boy did the math because I went back again yesterday because, you know, You're sick as fuck, bitch. And, you know, I'm going to time it. I'm going to time how many commercial breaks we went into and what the time was. A third of the fucking show was fucking ads.
Damn, dog.
Right at 53 minutes. Ads.
Wow.
As far as how many breaks, there were, depending on what was going on, whether it was backstage or stuff, it was 3 to 5 in an hour. So don't sit there and tell me that there was less fucking commercials. Now, I haven't watched Raw on USA in a long time. All right? But I've seen enough people bitch, and I've seen fucking Corny fucking actually do the fucking math himself. And I know how you feel about Corny, but when he breaks down fucking wrestling, he's a fucking genius.
I can't deny that.
And he went over the Raw Netflix thing. And he even said that there was 15% more commercial time on Netflix than there was on cable television.
Yep, I knew it.
And maybe because it was first Raw, they had to get all their fucking ads in and shit, and that's fucking cool. But you took away with all the fucking people in the crowd. That's my biggest gripe on this one. You took too much away. You could have had more action. You could have had more in-ring promos. You could have had more build-up. Now, the stuff with like Chad Gable and, you know, setting up the Pentagon thing, that's okay. If you're not going to have that match, that's okay. Set it up for next week. But you got Damian and Finn main eventing in a street fight that's coming up Monday. Fucking have Damian or Finn go out there and cut a goddamn promo. It's not that fucking hard. I mean, whoever the writing staff on this was, dropped the fucking ball as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it was a mismanaged 3 hours.
Luckily, it wasn't 4. I mean, they were advertising 3.5 to 4 hours. I'm glad they didn't go that long.
Yeah,
I don't think Seth and Punk could have went that long. Let me correct that. I don't think Punk could have went that long.
True.
Yeah.
I think the spirit would be willing, but the flesh wouldn't quite make it there.
Weak and flabby.
Yeah. All right.
Snoo, snoo. So final thoughts on the Raw Netflix. How do you?
It was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't before the show. Pat McAfee was like, "This is gonna be a WrestleMania level show." No, the fuck it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean they were predicting to be pay-per-view quality. I don't know what pay-per-view they were watching. They must have been watching an old fucking CZW or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't that good. This was one of those. It felt like an anniversary Raw kind of, or anniversary SmackDown. One of their anniversary shows. Big deal show.
It was like a Raw 25th.
That was a better show.
Yeah.
This I don't know. This was an experience. I'm not gonna say it was a good Raw. I'm gonna say it was okay. Because I say that, I just believe it was overhyped. If they would have hyped it up like a regular Raw, moving into it like they did in years past with anniversary shows, it'd been good.
Yeah.
But this one was just okay, and the numbers kind of show that. I think the live watch along was 600, give or take.
Yeah, live viewers.
Yeah, and as of Friday morning, worldwide was roughly 8 million. But that's something, you know, we need to talk about, because they made it very clear whenever they air Raw on Netflix, it's not going to be live in your time zone. It's live, period. So if it's over in Japan, it's coming on here at 3 a.m.
Mm.
I don't know about you, but I'm not watching that live.
Yeah, no.
I will gladly watch that when I get up.
Yep.
And stream it. And that's what I want to see. I want to see the streaming numbers from after the 660,000 live, and I want to see them leading up to this coming up Monday night. I want to see those numbers worldwide, because the only numbers I saw were US, Canada, UK, and Mexico. I didn't see anything from South America. I didn't see anything from Asia, Australia, or anything like that. I want to see all the numbers. I want to see where everybody stands. Same thing with AEW with their Max deal. I keep seeing their cable numbers.
Yeah.
But I can't find their Max numbers anywhere.
Mm.
I don't know if they're not going to track them. They need to.
They do need to.
They need to see.
I just don't know if they're going to release them.
They need to see if the streaming numbers are better than the cable numbers, because you might have a better deal on the streaming shit. And I think that's where WWE's at right now. Like, you know, we have NXT and SmackDown on USA right now in the US. Literally everywhere else in the world, it all streams on Netflix Live.
Yep.
And I feel WWE's ahead of the curve on that one, as they usually are when it comes to this kind of shit.
Yep.
And for Netflix, or not Netflix, for AEW to become that number 2 and stay a good constant number 2, they need to follow suit, but quick.
Yeah.
They got a good start showing their weekly shows on Max now, as well as they got a library of all the original Dynamites. But they need to move all that shit over. And if it was me, all their Ring of Honor shit that they still stream on Honor Club, on ringofhonor.com,
all of it,
move that shit to your network television. Yep. Let that be your feeder system to AEW. I mean, it's all it really is.
Yeah.
If not, you wouldn't have fucking Chris Jericho, the fastest slow man alive, fucking mouthing off the fucking Ricky Morton on fucking Ring of Honor television.
Right.
You know, give Ring of Honor that spotlight. Let that be a separate income. Because right now, 158,000 people watch fucking Ring of Honor weekly. Big fucking wolf. You put that shit on cable TV, double if not triple those numbers.
Yeah.
Those 600,000 that's on cable would be right there for Ring of Honor. And I guarantee you, every hardcore AEW fan that watches it live on fucking television will go fucking to Vax. Because I guarantee you at least 80% of them already have that streaming.
Probably.
So,
yeah.
Again, I'm not the biggest AEW fan, but I want to see everybody do good.
100%.
So, that's just my 2 cents. Obviously, you know, they're not going to listen to me. I'm just a podcaster. They do what the fuck they want. Tony will do what the fuck he wants. He wants to spend his money to the point he legitimately goes, oh shit, there's actually something that is not bottomless. Go right ahead. But, you know, these are ideas that somebody needs to bring to his attention.
Yeah.